Hi everyone, welcome to SlimChat. It's Tracy. And I've been rushing. Well, not rushing, but I've been having breakfast. Just spilt water down me because I brushed my teeth. Still wet. So, Gary made fish for breakfast, and I've not really, apart from the odd occasion when I've had tuna, I've not really had fish like that for breakfast. Lunch, maybe dinner, but not for breakfast. So anyway, it should set us up for a while. And today we may have a Nando's while we're out. But I only really eat the chicken and I don't eat the skin. So I can't see it being fattening. But yeah, so that was the plan. We were going to go shopping. Excuse me, I'm getting a bit strangled. So yeah, so that's what we're doing today. I need to go and get a few bits that I saw when we were out before. Plus I want to have a look at some ideas for something for Gary. So yeah, doing well with the diet. I think you know, every day we do something and I say to Gary, oh, we mustn't do that again, you know, we did that slightly wrong, we need to cook that in a different way, or we mustn't eat that again. But other than that it isn't good. Other than that, we're doing well. Other than that, well, a new page with the pussycat quote. Pardon me. Human eyesight is poor. You're not telling me, are you? It's pitiful to see them blundering around, stabbing their toes in the dark, but their blindness is useful if you decide to snack on the hamster at midnight. This is very true if you're a kitty cat. Honestly, last night I couldn't sleep, and I thought I'll get up and I'll do I did a video for my other channel, Crochet Rocks. So there I am at 4 something in the morning, and as I'm typing, I look up because I see a shadow walk across me, and I feel like, oh, what? Now I saw something at 11 minutes past 4 once when I was very much younger. I looked at the time and it was 4:44. I thought, around about the same kind of 4-ish. Well, a bit different, I know, but so I kind of looked around like you do, thinking it's probably the shadows because I was wearing glasses, or I wasn't, I can't remember. Thought I was. Having said that, I might not have been, I don't know. Anyway, I put all the lights on and I carried on, so I was brave. Oh, can you believe it? Oh my goodness, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to look up and see who got the SlimChat movie quote of the day. So I just so happen to have an old phone sitting here, and we'll have a look. So let's see. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest is Karen Marketo. Another great film, Chief in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Kim Anderson. Scrolling down, I know this is probably making me look ghostly. There's been spoken about shadows going by. Just seeing if I've missed anyone. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Right. Mr. Pippin is saying about the difference in pronunciation of yogurt. There is one TV chef that calls it yogurt all the time. And I always say, don't call it yogurt. We're English, it's yogurt. But yeah, I can't remember what it is now. One of the daytime... That's annoying when that happens. One of the daytime chefs. But yeah, that was Juicy Fruit one. Did I not? Did I do a different one? Where's my Juicy Fruit? Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah, that was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That was Juicy Fruit. That was the only word that Chief said. He was dumb up until that point. We all thought he couldn't speak. And that iconic moment, he chewed the Juicy Fruit spearmint, well, Wrigley's chewing gum, and said, Juicy Fruit. So that was that. We all knew he could. So this one is Let's kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. I do love these accent ones. Let's kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. I've quoted this movie before, but not that particular quote. It's one of those movies that's got lots and lots of movie quotes in it. Brilliant. I like it when, and then, you know, you've seen them lots and, you know, everybody loves them. So, yeah, hopefully you've watched it as many times as I have. And you know. So, kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy. So just in case you can't understand that, it's let's kick the tires and start the fires, Big Daddy. And I don't know where the Big Daddy comes from. I only know many years ago there was a film with Big Daddy in it. And it was a bit of a weird one in the 60s. A bit disturbing for me at the time. I was young and I never really liked well, mostly my mum and dad, they were kind of, well, it was my dad really. He never put me to bed. He obviously did in the end, but I mean, he used to sort of let me fall asleep laying on him. He used to like it. And so, and that was at every age. 24. No, not really. I'm just kidding. But when I was little, instead of like putting me upstairs, saying, right, it's bedtime, go to bed, I got into the habit of cuddling up to my dad and falling asleep. And then I would wake up because he would be going up and down. And I can remember going, Dad, stop it. And he was like, what, you're going up and down? So I've got to breathe. But obviously as a child, I didn't know what this was all about. And he was going up and down and waking me up. And then also, during the summer months, we would both get very, very sweaty. And I'd be like, oh, you're all wet. But then, obviously, it was time for me to go to bed. So when I was zonked out, they would eventually carry me up to bed. But I kind of remember a lot of the time seeing the dot disappear on the TV screen. Because back in those days, it went off. You know, whether it was 11, 12 o'clock at night, whatever. Sometimes earlier. But it actually said good night, you know, and they went off. Now it's 24-hour TV and kids won't ever know what that was like. The test card of that girl with the ball and the blackboard and the chalk and all those things. They just don't know what it was like sitting there with that, waiting for TV to come on again in the morning. I'm sure that was all over the world as well, but probably lasted longer for us. I can remember when breakfast TV sort of was a big thing, you know. Before that, there was kind of nothing, but we used to wake up to the radio back then. But then all of a sudden they decided to put that on the TV, the morning shows. And then afternoon TV took off in a big way. There was always a bit of afternoon TV, a bit of Watch with Mother, which I used to watch, you know. Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. Andy Pandy, Tales from the Riverbank. I loved that, about hamsters. Obviously keep them away from cats. But I used to love that one. Lots of programmes. Mr. Ben, all those old things. Used to love those, watching them with Mum. And then she was cooking usually, and but there were always like daytime things on for mums, I guess, like House Party, and that's the forerunner of Loose Women, which I absolutely can't abide. Anyway, those were the tales of my youth. Tales of the Riverbank. I love that so much. I'll never forget. This woman came knocking at the door one day. She was doing a survey. She was from the BBC. And she asked me what my favourite programme was. And I told her it was Tales from the Riverbank. And it was all about Hammy the hamster and his friends. And they were real hamsters in this thing. They took it off the TV. I blamed that woman. I figured that she was out doing something. You know, I tell her what my favourite one is and they take it off the TV. I mean, obviously it wasn't everybody else's. Maybe that's why they took it off, but I don't know. But it felt like I'm never telling anyone again. Never. Anyway, I have to go. I have to go out. And so I can't yammer away in the corner for too much longer. Good luck with the movie quote. Do you want to say it again? Let's kick the tires and light the fires, Big Daddy.